Have you ever thought about the term happiness? Well, research suggests that happiness is a combination of how satisfied you are with your life and how good you feel about yourself. Today's episode is all about happiness, and we'll give you top tips to stay happy throughout your life. Hey guys, it's me again, Malak from the MTZ Weekly Podcast, the show where you learn something new every time you join us. I hope you're all doing good and feeling your best right now, because today episode is all going to be about happiness. We're going to talk about happiness. Before we get started, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook by typing MTZ Weekly Podcast. That's on Instagram and Facebook. And if you'd love to stay updated, have all discussions on this, you can follow us on Twitter. You can find us there by typing MTZ Podcast on Twitter. We'd love to have you there. Today's episode is going to be given to you by Tiba, my sister, so I'll leave that to her. Enjoy!
Hey everyone, as you have realized, today's episode is all about why do we have to be happy? It might be a question that comes to everybody's mind, thinking, why do I have to be happy? Is it important to be happy? What are the reasons? What are the things that actually make us happy as humankinds? Right? We all know that happiness is a feeling. It's a normal feeling that everybody experiences. It's just a normal feeling, just like being sad, being anxious, being stressed. Just a normal feeling, right? And we have to realize that being happy actually comes from the inside. You might not be happy right now, maybe depending on your situation. Maybe you think that unhappiness is surrounding you, but everybody in the world experiences happiness occasionally, and some more often than others, as we know, and as you may have heard from your friends' stories or your own story. And during these unhappy times, it's actually important to realize that there are always reasons to be happy. No matter what situation you are, no matter what happened today, no matter what happened yesterday, no matter even if you're thinking about your future, if you're worried about your future, just live the moment, that you're right in. And there are actually many reasons to be happy for. I don't know your situation right now, but most likely, I don't know if you're stressed or if you're sad right now, but I just want to say that it's a feeling that is inside you, It's a thing that you can bring it out, or you can, leave it inside you and be sad all day. But the question is it actually worth to be sad? Do you think, if something, let me give you a scenario. If a person, he is poor and he has no house, he has nothing covering over his head, and he can barely manage his food, do you think he can be happy or he can't? Think about it. This person can actually be happy even though he's suffering from being homeless, or he might not have much food to eat during the day, or even he might think about, when am I actually going to eat the next meal? Am I going to have enough money to buy the next meal? This person can actually be happy, even though he's suffering through so much things in his life. Why? The question is, why can't he be happy? Why can't he be happy? He's alive. This is the most important thing that we have to realize, is we are alive, and this is one of the reasons why we have to be happy, is because we're alive, We can do so much things, so much good things in this life. You need to find your own purpose of this life and set it as a goal and walk according to that goal. Write that goal down and work according to that goal and put efforts on it, and never give up. I feel like never giving up, even though in the most hard moments, if you're suffering or if you're having a breakdown or a sad day, it's okay. Take a day off, take 2 days off, take 3 days off, that's alright. But never take long time, staying on the ground. Never give up. Alright, always be strong, always believe in yourself. This is the thing. And I feel like one of the reasons to actually be happy is to have that satisfaction. Okay, you being satisfied, you are satisfied with the things that you have. And I feel like most people are not actually happy because they are comparing themselves with other people. They be like, why don't I have a nice car? Why don't I have a nice house? And this causes them many troubles during their life because they be comparing themselves to other people. And like your situation, the person who's comparing himself, his situation is totally different to the other person's situation. He might have not gone through whatever that other person is going through or had gone through, and he'd be comparing himself to that person, but he might not exactly know what the other person is actually feeling or has felt, okay? But the comparison, it actually causes so much bad, negative, sad things to that person who's comparing. And I think the first reason for him to compare is actually not being satisfied with the things that he has, because not being satisfied with the things you have, it actually will not make you happy. So I think being satisfied with the things that you have, the power of gratitude, okay, it's actually one of the big part of being happy. Being satisfied with the things that you have, okay? I have a nice little house, okay? I might not own it. I might have a little small flat. Let me be thankful, okay? At least I have a roof at the top of my head. Or at least I know what I'm gonna eat for the next meal, because so many people, homeless people, they be not having any house, or they be so sad, miserable all day long, but at least there is something they can hold on to, okay, that they are alive. And I think being positive about yourself and being positive about life is actually a good thing as well. Alright, being positive about everything around you. True, you might be suffering, you might be going through a hard time, but there is always good thing in every little thing, in every bad thing, So being positive, even though you had a tiring day, you had a very sad, horrible, miserable day, there's always good thing to think about. There's always a positive side to a sad story. And if you think about it, you have to find reasons to actually be happy. Think about your family, think about your friends, things that make you happy. For example, your hobby, for example, the things you love doing, or the people that you love chatting to. And if you don't have people you'd be chatting to, think about yourself, your inner self, how strong and successful you might be in the future, or you are right now at the moment. So being happy about the things that you have, and the people that are around you, and the people that are supporting and encouraging you, this is a good reason to actually be happy for it. And being able to actually live your life, okay, live your life to actually accomplish something, do something that is good for the other people. I feel like this is one of the good things and one of the good goals to actually keep in mind. And sometimes making other people happy as well can actually make you happy. And I've tried this, but it doesn't always work, I feel like. Because if you have someone who you love, if you make them happy, this is one of the best feelings in the world, really. But if you try to make all the people who are surrounding you happy, this is not always going to work out, I'm being honest. But I feel like if you put your effort onto one person and make that person happy, or give money to a charity or give money to the poor, this is one of the good reasons actually to be happy. Alright, and I hope you can find your own happiness in the little things that you do, in the people that are surrounding you, and in your family, in your friends. Little things, pay attention to the little details that can add positivity and happiness to your day. And so thank you for listening.
Alright guys, it's me again. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much guys for tuning in, and we'll be grateful if you could leave us a review on wherever you listen to podcasts from, whether it's Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and Listen Notes. And definitely don't forget to show us your love and support by following us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Facebook and Instagram, it's MTZ Weekly Podcast, and on Twitter, it's MTZ Podcast. You know what? In the next episode, we'll be telling you how to stop procrastination right now. So stay tuned. Bye bye.